They came by the thousands from all corners of the country with family and friends, as couples and in caravans. Collectively, they traveled 1.5 million miles to spend 3 days in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. They converged on the grounds of the historic Oak Ridge Estate, a 5,000-acre spread of rolling hills and rugged landscape. The scene had already been set thanks to 6,500 hours of heavy lifting. Before the crowds arrived, 50 semis worth of equipment were unloaded, 25 tons of rock hauled in, and 67,500 cubic feet of mulch spread underfoot.
We've got representation from 43 states.
We're from Baltimore, Maryland.
We're from Kansas City.
Enfield, New Hampshire.
We're from New Jersey.
Bristol, Virginia. Northern Indiana.
DeBerry, Florida.
Kenosha, Wisconsin. Central America.
Toledo, Ohio.
San Antonio, Texas.
Phoenix City, Alabama.
There's so many different walks of lives that come here.
I'm a dentist.
I'm a plumber.
I'm a pilot.
I'm a construction.
I'm an accountant.
I work for General Motors.
I'm a submarine officer.
I'm a nurse.
I'm a welder. It's people who like to be outside.
It's just neat to go out and see nature.
It's the way of life for us.
Yeah.
People like to do activities outdoors, canoeing, kayaking.
Fishing, camping, hiking, scuba diving,
Mountain biking.
And they said, "Where are you going?" I said, "Camp G."
Welcome to the 9th annual Camp Jeep, where over 8,000 four-wheelers and their families take a hands-on approach to over 150 activities. It's equal parts outdoor festival, adventure playground, and family reunion. On 2 wheels and 4, on land, sea, and in the air, campers of all ages experience kid-like fun.
It's a great event, 3 days of family activities where you can do a little bit of everything and get around other people that are doing the same thing.
From birth on up to retirement age, there's something for everybody to do.
It's just endless.
Of course, I like to take the Jeep and bash it around in the woods.
Well, the trails, I mean, totally get you going.
Have a nice Jeep with 4-wheel drive, and now they're like, here, use it.
And he's been looking forward to getting the car muddy and stuck in quicksand.
Try and get stuck.
See if we can get stuck.
Can we get stuck in the mud?
We're really looking forward to getting on Jeep 101.
Yeah, Jeep 101 is pretty cool.
Jeep 101 is pretty cool.
We came early to sign up for the Rubicon Challenge.
I want to subscribe to Rubicon.
I want to climb the rock wall. And the BMX biking, kayaking.
Fly fishing.
Making their own video.
Nature walk, riding mini bike.
Paintball. I'm looking forward to zip lining. There's an adventure tower that you can zip line on.
And the seminars on detailing and scratch repair.
We're going to do a GPS class today.
Do the engineering roundtables and talk to the engineers.
The actual people who build the vehicles.
Trying to find a date.
And he may well have come to the right place, whether in the parking lots, on the trails, or under the tents. When these adventure-loving folks come together, they bond, because these 3 days are all about connection, to family, to nature, and to each other.
It's all about the people you meet here. We met each other Thursday night. They're like, come tell us about your trail. And then I've been having a blast since.
It's a blast to be able to talk to these people. We've met these people, a lot of these people we know from previous years.
It's so cool. You'll never meet a nicer group of people. Everybody's waving and
There's like a bond between all the Jeepers. When you're anywhere, everybody takes care of you. You know, you take care of them.
Pass each other. It's always the hand wave.
Everyone's nice if you need help. My husband helped a lady yesterday trying to put her windows back in.
Everybody has been so helpful, so friendly.
And the great thing about it is just like, if you get stuck, okay, you have just as much fun getting pulled out, and the people that are pulling you out have just as much fun pulling you out.
Everyone's rooting everyone on. Come on, you can do it, you can do it.
it's like a big Jeep family kind of thing.
See what kind of gear everybody else has got.
It's a lot of interaction with the other drivers and things, and look, I mean, half the morning here before the rides is walking up and down and seeing what somebody else has got that you don't have.
You walk around, you look at everybody's Jeeps and see what kind of different tires and lift kits and grills and all the different things they have, tow hooks, and just kind of compare.
What are you going to do to your Jeep next? And what just happened to your Jeep on the last trail? And
It's spectacular. Everything you can find out here.
While certainly a showcase for tricked-out toys, with plenty of opportunities for show and tell, stripped to its core, it's a gathering designed to bring families together.
It's a great family thing. It's nothing better for the family.
I'm here with my brother, my sister, my niece, nephew, and my daughter.
Mother, daughter, all the way.
Last year we went to Camp Jeep with my wife and our Cherokee, and the kids loved it so much I give them the option. So you want to go to Disneyland or Camp Jeep? They're like, Jeep, Jeep!
It's a family experience, and this way we can all enjoy it.
Our older teenagers love it because they take the roof down and go four-wheeling with it.
Oh yeah, it's the whole family. Buckle them in and go. They love it. The kids love the trails. The car seats and all, they go.
Something for everybody, and that's what brought us here. It's just our mini family vacation.
It looks like this is going to be a great family-oriented hobby that we can all enjoy together.
We're hooked.
When we come back,
Jeepers, that's just what I need. And that's what I got, a Jeep.
from a band of brothers to owners banding together, the heritage of the Jeep and the passion it spawned. From war hero to workhorse to a way of life. For more than half a century, it's been an American icon, a symbol of freedom, a passport to adventure.
And you know, a lot of it stems from World War II.
It started with the GIs. Hundreds, thousands of them drove these rugged vehicles all through the war. They swore those power buggies would go any place and do anything.
I never met anybody that didn't like a Jeep. The Jeep came out at the right time, the right condition, the right power.
That was really the beginning of the love affair between the owners and the vehicle.
They marveled at its versatility. Why, there wasn't a darn thing the little giant couldn't do. It was designed just right. It was beautiful.
We were surprised at the guts it had. You know. In the service, many of the fellows had volunteered to be in a motor pool just to get a chance to be a Jeep driver.
Well, there's a cartoon that's very famous about the foot soldier and the Jeep that had broken its axle, and it was like, you know, it was his horse from the cavalry days, and it was his best friend because that Jeep took him through everything.
And, you know, the saying was, if you have a good woman or a good Jeep, keep them both.
When the soldiers came back, they wanted those Jeeps back there.
Fellas all said they'd like to have one of those to run around in, which evidently carried on through the war and after the war, why the demand was there.
One time a truck salesman told me his truck would go over any kind of road there is. I said, how about where there ain't no road? He says, there ain't no such truck. I said, yes, there is, the four-wheel drive Jeep truck.
They wanted to use them for farming. They wanted to use them for deliveries.
You could pile stuff on it. You could tow a trailer with it. And they're just adaptable to almost anything.
And it was in the 50s when a group of folks out in California decided that they wanted to try to do some off-roading. And they just kind of went off trails and through the water and so forth. And that just kind of created, again, that whole expression that we use of freedom. And the fact that the vehicle can take you anywhere, anytime, any place. And that it really kind of built off of that. And that's what, again, started the whole concept and cult of Jeep Jamborees, which have probably been going on for around 35 years. And Camp Jeep is the son of Jeep Jamborees.
They have Jeep Jamborees around the country on many locations, north, south, east, and west. They go out and they camp out afterwards. They trail ride all day.
But they were in small groups. And it was at that point when we said, why don't we experiment with this a little bit?
We've got all these owners who like to get together and trail ride and have fun. It's a family activity.
Let's have a gathering where we can get people and invite people from around the country.
Put on a big show for them, show our appreciation to them for buying a Jeep.
And that was our first event out in Camp Hale, Colorado, which happened to be the home of the 10th Mountain Division out of World War II. And of course, Jeep came out of World War II. So there was a great connection there for us.
It began with 2,000 participants and 42 activities. 9 years later, some 55,000 people have experienced Camp Jeep.
It's just grown tremendously. Number of tents have grown. Exhibitors has, tripled. So it's great improvement.
This year's camp included 1,000 acres worth of boulder-straddling, mud-splattering 4x4 trails, putting car and driver to the test. And for those who prefer to ease into off-roading,
The Jeep 101 course is an educational course for all the consumers that come out here. Especially the idea of the program is to get people who have never driven off-road to a comfort level where they'll take their Jeeps and go off-road. And our goal is to teach them the proper way. So if they do go off into a Jeep Jamboree or something, they know what to expect and what to do in certain situations. And it's very sensitive to the throttle. Okay. Just let the car get let up on the gas. Let the idle speed take you down. Just give it
With off-road instruction, drivers learn how to overcome obstacles, maneuver through sticky situations, and handle the ups and downs.
See, as we're going around here, give you a few little potholes here. Okay. Nice and easy on the gas.
From 101 to 4x4, it's life lessons in overdrive.
At the beginning, it's all like tense and tight.
When you're going straight down into a ravine and you don't know what you're gonna see because you can't get over your hood, you gotta trust your car a lot.
But by the time you get halfway around the course, they're pretty steady.
Oh my gosh.
You're not gonna.
No, that's awesome.
Yep. Everybody's always concerned it will, but we're here to show you that it won't. And you can see how they are just in the way they're speaking to you and their reactions, how tightly they grip the steering wheel. Keep going, don't even stop. No brakes, no gas.
Thank you. Oh,
there you go.
It's like a roller coaster.
So you can do it. It's all in talking to them, coaching them through.
And you're like, no, I have a stock Jeep or I have street tires. I can't. And they're like, no, you can do this. Just trust me. And you go through and you're just like, wow.
I can do it.
It just works. And coming out here, the Jeeps are amazing because you just realize these little suckers can take a lot of abuse.
Afterwards, you're extremely proud of your Jeep to carry you through those obstacles.
It's really amazing what that it actually can do.
Like, oh man, look what I just went over.
And four-wheeling is just one element of the festival. There's a range of activities and instruction to suit the go-anywhere, do-anything outdoor lifestyle of the off-road enthusiast.
And I think we hit a passion that was there, and that passion is the fact that the people that own Jeeps really do take their vehicles out. They bring them to lifestyle activities. They go skiing with them, they go hunting, they go up in the mountains. So it was really an opportunity for the vehicle to really be part of an experience for somebody. And we played off of that.
But it's an educational experience for everybody.
Campers can discover the lure of fly fishing.
The grip is very important. We use our finger on top for accuracy. We have the line laying straight out in front of us, and we're going to sweep the rod back to 1 o'clock.
Get into the rhythm of kayaking.
Your arms gripped on those paddles correctly. What we want to do is you're actually going to put the paddle on your head, and you're going to just make sure that your elbows are at right angles, and that'll give you a good wide grip so you're nice and strong on there.
Or test their endurance with mountain biking.
Well, I guess we'll get you a couple helmets, get you some bikes, and get you out on the trail. Okay. Cool with that?
All right.
All right.
Another important mission of camp organizers is to teach participants how to drive off-road responsibly.
Forest areas around the country are being shut down because people don't off-road properly. We have the national organization Tread Lightly, which works a lot with Jeep owners.
When we go into the backcountry, we are driving only on designated roads and trails. Many of these are old logging roads, many of these are trails that go back 200-300 years. We definitely are not disturbing or hurting the environment. You drive slow and easy, you respect the wildlife and the environment, you don't litter. It's respecting the outdoors and enjoying it. And it's for all of us to do.
From follow the leader off-road to base camp activities for the kids, the days are designed so campers can revel in the environment, become educated about four-wheeling, be introduced to a variety of outdoor activities, and experience first-class entertainment. When we come back, drivers, designers, and a marketplace of ideas, plus survival skills for the overworked, overstressed, and overscheduled.
When we're out there, you need to control your speed. You need to keep up with the group. On these hills, you need to leave plenty of room. You don't want the guy.
The camp scene is a veritable swap meet of information, with owners comparing notes, quizzing experts, and soaking up information about gear ratios, lift kits, and transfer cases.
You have the engineers for all the gear heads. They can go in there and talk to them about anything that might be wrong, any improvements they think they can do to the Jeeps.
And the experts can define and detail what's under the hood.
A 4-to-1 transfer case, fixed output on the yoke on the T-case, MTR tires, 8-inch wide rims, Dana 44 front and rear heavy-duty axles, with locking differentials front and rear.
The round table is probably one of the most interesting things about Camp Jeep.
The engineers went over the whole thing.
What is a 4-to-1 transfer case?
4-to-1 transfer case basically takes the power from the engine and sends it to the rear wheels, and this chain transfers it over to the front. If I turn it in 4 times here, it only goes once here. It's multiplying the torque.
They ask the questions, they tell you if you have any problems.
They offer suggestions.
Now, if you ever get stuck, one tire will spin. With a locker, all the tires will move exactly the same speed.
The exchange of information is a two-way street.
It's unbelievable what we've learned out there, what our owners know, what they feel about the vehicles, the passion of the vehicles, about, they're asking us questions, why are we having this 4-wheel drive system, and, why'd you put that type of engine in there, and what are you doing with this, and where are you going? So it's really turned into an opportunity for us to really find out what our owners want and don't want in our vehicles.
Hi guys, welcome to Camp Jeep. I'm Chuck. I'll be your trail guide today.
To put car and driver to the test, organizers of this year's camp designed a course named after the ultimate 4-wheel challenge, the famed Rubicon Trail.
For the Rubicon Challenge, we built it as tough as it could be for one simple fact: the engineers want to see how the car is going to end up at the end of these next 3 days. With that many people going through it, that many test drives, the condition of the car, the undercarriage, and just exactly how it's handling that course, because that's an extremely hard course that we built.
This is wild. Oh my God.
From rock crawling on the Rubicon course to mudslinging on a 4x4 trail, drivers learn about themselves and their cars as they meet the challenge. Negotiating moguls, maneuvering over log crossings, and climbing the steepest grades.
Just to feel like something you can accomplish when you go over a hard obstacle.
I conquered everything so far that I've been on today, and I've conquered what everybody's called the hardest hill. And I'm running a stock Jeep, which is, pretty incredible, some people are saying to me. So I'm pretty excited. I was on cloud 9 yesterday when I got off my trail.
Whether it's at the round table, in the parking lot, or behind the wheel, drivers are constantly learning.
In the 4x4 trails, we've learned quite a bit by watching the other more experienced 4x4 riders and giving us the advantage when, or feeling like you have the advantage when you come up to a tricky situation.
We learn, things that you should or shouldn't do. We talk to other people on the breaks, and it's just constantly learning. Even when you don't want to learn, you learn stuff. So.
As the festivities come to a close, all this newfound information gets packed up for the trip home.
We'll take it home and we'll go out on the trails on the weekends more now, and we'll go home and play with our Jeep and modify it a little more, so maybe we won't bust a tire next time and get stuck.
My husband's taking me around showing me on the other Jeeps what he wants.
And while Monday morning still means commuting to the office, juggling family and work, and dealing with the stresses of life in the new millennium,
our life is just go, go, go.
Regular grind, get up and go to work.
Just shuffling from one activity to the next.
these campers know that once they're off the clock, the trusty commuter becomes their getaway car. And the freedom of the outdoors is theirs for the taking.
Get away from real life, go out and have some fun.
Lets out a lot of stress.
Stress relief, that's pretty much it. Just a way of having fun and not taking life so seriously.
And the kids love it. The kids have a ball.
To this crowd, four-wheeling represents a way of life, a sense of liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
It's just a grand time to get out and explore nature.
It's just a free feeling. You can get out here, out here in the country like this versus being in the city, being behind a desk.
This is a chance to get away. I drive every night when it's warm.
It's the ability to go where you want to go.
No restrictions. You're free to do what you want to do.
You can go back into, the areas that you couldn't get otherwise.
The Jeeps can go almost anywhere.
After 3 days of putting their vehicles to the test and testing their own capabilities, The crowd gathers to celebrate, and camp closes on a high note.
This band has had so many great hits. There's no better American band. They've got a brand new release called Get the Picture. It's coming out in August on Interscope Records. Let's not wait any longer. Give it up for Smash Mouth! And then I saw her.
I think after I come out of here, I'm always just really excited. So everything I do is just 100%, you know, because I feel like that's how you have to attack things on the trail. If you only do it half-heartedly, you're not going to get where you need to go. So that's how I feel when I leave here. I'm all 100%, yeah, let's go, and everything I do.
The chance to meet new friends, learn new skills, and experience new adventures in a beautiful outdoor setting with activities to suit every member of the family drives people to Camp Jeep year after year.
Camp Jeep is one thing I come every year for.
Every year, no matter where it is the best thing. We go to bed late, we get up early, but we have a wonderful time when we're here.
It's that special club.
It's a Jeep thing.
It's a Jeep thing.
And then I saw her face.
I'm a believer.
I'm a believer. Oh.